So for today's festive recipe, we're going to make the easiest and tastiest fudge you can imagine. It literally takes about 5 minutes or so to make, and all we're going to do is use 1 tin of condensed milk. These are 397 gram tins. We're going to use 450 grams of white chocolate. I've got the really cheap one from Lidl. I think it's 33p a bar. And then I've just got 80 grams of dried cranberries, and that's literally all we're going to do. This fudge looks so nice when it's made, and you can package it up, put it in little cellophane bags. You could put it out at Christmas time on like a gold platter. So first things first, we're going to break up 450 grams of white chocolate and put that in a microwave safe bowl alongside the condensed milk. So our chocolate and condensed milk are in a microwavable bowl, and I'm just going to heat it 30 seconds at a time until the chocolate is just about melted. And then we're going to give it a good stir. So you don't want to do this for like 2 minutes solid. You need to do it in 30-second blasts and keep stirring it in. It's really important that when you're stirring your chocolate, you either use a plastic spoon or a metal spoon. You don't want to use a wooden one because any moisture that gets into the fudge might stop it setting. So just make sure that you don't use a wooden spoon, because that holds on to any moisture in the air and then it goes in your fudge and it just stays like soggy. So we don't want soggy fudge. This has had 30 seconds, so I'm going to pop it back in and give it another 30. If you can notice any pink flecks in mine, it's because rather than open another full bar to get 50 grams, I used some chocolate, white chocolate that I already had in the fridge open, and there was just 50 grams of it, but I think it was a strawberry, like white chocolate and dried strawberry bar. It's been in there a while, but it just seemed silly to open another bar when I only needed a little bit, so that's why there's some pink bits already in here. But as we're adding cranberries, it's really not going to matter. I still used 450 grams. This is going to need, I would say, one more 30 seconds because some of the chocolate is still not melted, and then I think we're probably done. So I would say that my fudge is almost ready. My chocolate is pretty much completely melted. So I'm going to shake in most of my cranberries, just leaving a few to sprinkle over the top so it looks nice and pretty. I'm just going to stir that in. Obviously you can do this with any different ingredients. You could use chocolate orange, you could put any flavourings in it. There's a Biscoff fudge, there's a mince pie fudge. I've seen people making Rolo fudge and crunchy. Possibilities are endless. This one I was tempted to put some chopped walnuts in, but I wanted to try and keep the cost down a little bit, because I will work out in a minute how much, what is it, 369, 120, 245, possibly less than £3, just under £3. What I'm going to do now is pour it into a baking dish, which I've lined with baking paper, and it takes 1 to 2 hours in the fridge to set. Although, if your house is anything like mine at the moment, you probably don't even need to put it in the fridge, to be honest, because it's freezing, and this is probably already starting to set because of how cold it is. Ideally, it will go in the fridge. It is so cold, it is already starting to harden. So I just want to push it right to the corners. I think a palette knife or something would be good for this. Pop a few remaining cranberries on the top. Just going to make sure I push those down. I'm going to pop it in the fridge for a couple of hours and then I will show you it finished. Okay, so our fudge is out of the fridge and it is looking so good. So I think I'm just going to lift it out. Straight out of the baking dish. So what are we going to go with? How big do we have fudge? I suppose around that big, I guess. Just looks so good. If you are the kind of person that is bothered about sizing and things, you could definitely use a ruler for this, because I've got some really little bits and some massive pieces. It looks so good. I can't believe how easy that was to do. I am beyond pleased with how this has turned out. It looks so festive and it was so easy and cheap to make. I think packaged up like this in a little cellophane bag, what a nice little gift that would make. It doesn't take very long at all. You could give it out to teachers, You could give it to neighbours, you could pop it on your Christmas table. Everyone could take home a bag of fudge packaged up like that. Makes such a perfect little gift for someone. So yeah, definitely be making more of this. I love it. I will leave all the ingredients typed in the description box down below. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll be back really soon with another video. Take care, guys.